All right, family, you know the voice, and you damn sure know the choice. You're on Ebony Republicans. Guys, you got any questions? You want to talk? Find out a little bit more about my podcast and things like that. Make sure you hit me up. Ebony Republicans, Gmail. We can talk. Listen, I wanted to make a quick point because I think everything is starting to fall in place right now. We're talking about the welterweight division. We're talking about the biggest fight in probably the last 30 something years, okay, last maybe 40 years or whatnot, or maybe even more. This is just bigger than life right now. This will actually bring this. Will actually Errol Spence Jr. Okay, Errol the True Spence Jr. Terrence Bud Crawford will probably bring boxing back. This fight will single-handedly do that. I believe Mayweather wanted credit for that. I believe, unfortunately, Mayweather can't let go because there might be one last thing he didn't do that he wanted to do, and that was really bring the sport of boxing back. The you know, in even a greater sense than what he has done. I think people like the Pauls and the, uh, them guys have actually changed boxing a little bit more than he have. Maybe with the expedition things, that's like a damn, that's a good little change. However, when it comes to revolutionizing boxing, you can't just say that was Mayweather because it was obviously Tyson reigned in that time. Other guys like Bernard Hopkins and Roy Jones. So Mayweather always wanted to separate himself from the pack. I'm not sure if he did it as much as he think he has, and if he, is still battling with that. But what I want to talk about is that this welterweight division, there has yet to be a boxer like Errol the True Spence Jr. Maybe because he just chose the right market. He made the right business decisions. But Jerry Jones is a centerpiece in this young man's life as a mentor. And I think maybe Al Heyman is a little jealous of that relationship. Mayweather never had somebody behind him like this. And, neither did Terrence Crawford. Hell, I don't think of anybody really at this present time who's actually had such a, grand support system, a business system, because Jerry helps mold him into business. Jerry is an elite mentor, and he backs and supports Errol 100%. Errol is a man with land. Errol is a man who all bet Mayweather, just because Jerry's there, Mayweather money is no good over here. Jerry, well, see, white folks is different. You know that, with all due respect. They don't need to be showing no watches and stuff. All money down with Jerry is good, baby Paul. So Earl has like this adopted granddaddy or adopted dad or whatever, this mentor, who's going to guide his future no matter whether he's dealing with Showtime, PBC, or anybody. He signed Jerry on, he don't need to run, no disrespect to Rock Nation or run the 50 Cents or anybody else like that. He got his deal. That's just his deal because he's from Texas, okay? This piece of the game, folks is not understanding when they're saying Earl don't want to sign a contract. Earl, swindling Terrence Crawford out of some monies. Come on, guys. Terrence would have never said he signed anything if he felt swindled. Come on, y'all stop. And then secondly, when you ask Earl for a contract, this is, he working with people who is taking care of business for the Cowboys, taking care of business for the Jerry brand, taking care of business professionally, a whole empire. So if you ever send anything at Errol that you think is too big for him, his people is already on it, taking care of it. That's what I want y'all to understand that's different about Errol the True Spence Jr. And then now he's working into a exclusive deal with Showtime. PBC's pie is getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Usually when artists, boxers, or entertainers get like this, when they start getting endorsements and they start opening up other avenues of income, they start making less and less of the albums. Or they get ready to start opening up their own label, to where you see what Errol Spence is doing. Man down. He getting to that point where whatever, how many fights he got left, the PBC, they know this, and the way they treating him now, this, y'all done. He ain't gonna be walking away like Terrence Crawford and Mayweather, running from Golden Boy to this one to that one to finally his own, and then still trying to put 50 Cent to help back that up so he could use his lawyers, his people, and that didn't work out too long. And then, you know, Brother Polite and all these other kind of folks, and finally where, you know, Leonard Ellerbe just handling it, you know. Things are looking slow. Maybe that could be a reason for Gervonta Davis. Mayweather's peoples is not competent on that level. He knows how to buy jewelry. He knows how to buy cars. You know, everybody knows how to spend money and make it look good. No disrespect, even if Mayweather had a guy like Baby next to him. See, Baby got his catalog. Baby got his publishing. One of the few in the game to do it, other than Jay-Z and Ray Charles and others like that. But see, Spence is on that level. He came in the game fortunate enough, and it's something about the young man's mannerisms that Jerry liked. He's a good kid. He takes care of his family. He's a farmer. He's from Texas. So he's an honorary, he is a cowboy. Nobody will dispute that. He's part of Dallas. He's part of Texas. Houston, all of that. They fools with him. So y'all got to understand, this is a man who's kind of like the Mexicans. His country is Texas and above. He is a man with a country behind him. Yeah. And he's only growing. So Jerry Jones, just so y'all know, when y'all think he gonna be going through the valley of the shadows of death, Jerry Jones is right there, baby Paul. Every fight he weighs in on. He might not do it on your channel and on your YouTubes, places like that. Jerry probably already talked about the fight already. You know, privately and whatnot. He probably could be in negotiations with the Spence team. You guys, y'all got to understand, this is business. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now, that November 19th, as I said, I think everybody's getting on the same page, and they understand Steven Espinosa, Errol the True Spence Jr., Terrence Bud Crawford, Bo Mack, and all of them, they're in negotiations. November leaked out. We're going to go on a limb and say Terrence didn't leak it. We're going to say Steven didn't leak it, and Showtime didn't leak it. We're going to say and give Al Heyman the benefit of the doubt. Al Heyman and PBC didn't leak it. We damn sure know Errol didn't leak it. Okay? We know Bluebird Sport TV didn't leak it. Money Brown didn't leak it. Come on. We're playing Scooby-Doo now. You understand me? Can we honestly say we know Mayweather didn't do it? I think a lot of people would have a little bit of trouble seeing the way he started behaving. Coming out, telling the fight ain't going to happen more than once, you know. And it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. It just didn't sound right. So again, to say, or who can be a suspect in the leakage of the November 19th, to sort of derail the thing, knowing that, oh my God, they had December in mind as well from the very beginning, and February, possibly January. So why did we, get wrapped up around a fight ain't happening because it's, November's ain't here? Who would have let the air out of our balloon like that? And we fell for it. It ain't our fault. Because we figure if he going to come out with a statement like that, he would Al and everything like that, And not Al Bundy, I'm talking about Al Heyman. They got him up there looking like Al Bundy. But Al Heyman, You know, I mean, look, I hope Errol can be a lesson to the next young fighters. Make sure you got your business in control. Don't let some retired fighter or some other promoter, if you that nigga, take over your kid. That's what Tank is going through right now. Tank is tired of this shit. Let's see if Mayweather is that promoter that he say he is, that life after boxing. Because right now it's starting to look a little suspect. With Tank just simply, and you could tell Tank, he fooled with Errol Spence too, Junior too. You know that, right? Javante love him some Errol Spence. I think he's starting to learn from Spence the way he handling Mayweather with his team. Javante like, yo, I could do that shit too. Yeah, Tank, if you listening, bro, God, do you? All right, you should be on your own right now. You know what I mean? You don't need to be holding on to you long like this P. Diddy and his artists and whatnot. Let Tank ready to go. Partner up with him. Like you doing Al Heyman. Let him have his joint. Because a lot of labels do that. At some point, that you're not going to be signed to them no more. They'll do a partner deal with you, do a distribution or what have you. But you part of with them. It's time to let Tank go. He said he want to go at some point. You know, maybe he said he didn't at some point as well because he read the fine print. Tank is also realizing right now that in order to get away from Mayweather, he going to have to learn the business fast and quick too. Like a lot of guys don't know the business, bro. I mean, more than half of the boxers, Pacquiao, I think he learned the business. And he is one of the few, you understand me, that was a cash king, a cash cow. You understand me? You can't give Mayweather all the credit for that Pacquiao fight in them numbers. You got to give Pac because I was in Dubai when the fight happened. On God, I'm not lying to y'all. I was in Dubai. I swear to you. And we was out there watching it. On God, bro. On everything I love. I was in Dubai when Mayweather fought Pacquiao. And that shut Dubai down. It was all over the Middle East. So, because there's a huge, it wasn't because of Mayweather either. It was because of Pacquiao. Everybody in the Emirates and everything, they was going for Pacquiao. And in the Philippines, you had countries watching this shit. You know what I mean? Wherever the Filipino peoples was, they was tuning in. This was their guy. He's their senator. He's big. Errol may not exactly have that big and wide a draw, but he have a hardcore base right here in the United States and in the state of Texas that's going to trump him and propel him at some point to get all of these different, streams and revenue, and that money it's going to start falling in there, falling in his account. You know what I mean? I really wish he would have got that Pacquiao because that again would have just added more and more to him. He'd have been pretty much unstoppable at that point. Passing the mantle and everything. So thank God for Jerry, guys. Y'all got to understand that. Maybe now y'all begin to understand why the Mayweather team and why PBC is getting uncomfortable because they losing them. They losing him. Once he exits the PBC, bro, I love the control that Errol has over his career. It's a great lesson for all you young kittens, man. Right now, Devin Haney, he's got to learn from this. Even Jerron, y'all so quick to talk about fighting Spence and all this other kind of stuff. Y'all not paying attention to the man's business side. And that's why I think a lot of y'all just want to see him fight. Come on, I don't care. Just get the fight on. Fight. This man is getting his business right. I don't ever think you'll hear Errol say with anybody, he don't care if they're the A side B, I'll just sign it. I'll take whatever you give me. Without my lawyers really looking it over. Now, I'm sure Terrence can afford a little lawyer. But, see, there's specialty lawyers. Firms. Now, you, Errol Spence, You dealing with firms that's been here for years and years and years with Jerry. These people will handle it. Just send it over to Becky. Get it over to Carlene. Get it over to Susan. They'll take care of it. Had that shit back in 72 hours, bro. Professional, bro. Goddamn White House type of, look over. Jerry got the whole thing marked up, ready for, here you go, Earl. That's what you do. Boom, bing, bing, bang, boom. Send it back. They like, yo, Earl sent that shit. Yeah, that's the team Spence. Send it back. Jerry got it covered, baby. Shit. Y'all better wake up.